So it's about 2:13 a.m. and I can't sleep. I think mostly it's because I start dosing tomorrow again. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know I want to be done because it's not fun. But I don't know. I'm nervous about starting methadone again after I kicked it the last time. It was hard. I'm nervous about starting and then not being able to get into a treatment because I can't use it there or anything. Even though in the back of my mind I know treatment is not gonna work for me. Not that they let me in anyways. I tried. Even if they did let me in, I'd probably fuck it up or change my mind. And let's face it, my mental health is nowhere near in order. I literally, I'm not medicated. I haven't tried to get medicated, and I haven't given up per se because I'm not stupid enough to let what I have anyway go to waste. But I still haven't found a way to break through. I haven't quite put together all the pieces necessary to get to where I need to be, or even to lay out and map out in my mind how I would get to where I need to be, because nothing's aligned. My physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and intellectual is nowhere near cohesive enough to possibly render anything like even a constructive outline to how to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night when you have to pee. Something your body would do naturally, let alone handle the daunting endeavor of how to get back on my feet alone without help, without medication, without stability, without the promise of a better future. Without hope and faith and I don't know. I guess without the knowledge to in fact even comprehend, let alone deduce in the moment what I need to do and how I need to do it in order not to give in to my mind, my urges, my fear. What do you do when you have no compass? It wouldn't matter if you even knew where you wanted to go, if you didn't know the direction. You can always guess, but if you're thinking about it in the way I think about it, it's like being in the dead of winter and there are wild animals all around you, and there could be forests in every direction for miles, and you have the safety of a vehicle, but it won't last. You know that, and plus you don't have the supplies you need to sustain yourself there, and even if you did, the elements would get you. The wilderness would get you, the animals would get you, the vultures, predators, whatever you want to call them. your mind would get you, or from lack of sleep, you wouldn't be able to function right. Not that the anxiety or fear of what's inevitable, it wouldn't consume you. So even if you did muster the nerve and the courage to get up and start walking in either directions without so much as a layer of clothing to protect you from the elements and the knowledge of what the death would be like out there, it's enough to cripple anyone. But I'm seasoned, and I've been through just about everything, so it takes a little bit more to cripple me and make me just lay over and die. Not that I could have ever tried. Trust me, I've tried so hard. But what happens if you knew that there's a tiny chance in one direction you'd find hardships, pain, suffering, but you'd live. In the other direction, you knew you'd find a slow and painful death, full of a physical and emotional suffering that would last for a while before you would probably just stop breathing, because an overdose would probably do that for you. In the other direction, I mean, there's a civilization, but for you it means being incarcerated for the rest of your life. I mean, you'd get the help you needed, you'd get structure and discipline and scheduling and resources and inevitably your freedom. Comes at a cost, though. And then last, and certainly not least, the final, but very, very elusive and extremely far away, is true freedom and happiness, a life where you can live as if you were born anyone. Free of limitations and barriers built by status and origin. Even if you did manage to figure out which way that road was, you know the likelihood of getting to it alive is, or in your lifetime, is almost impossible. Extremely improbable. And if you go any other way besides that way, the bridge would probably close. And there'd be a mountain of lava standing between you and it if you ever managed to find your way after getting somewhere else that would give you the tools or knowledge or whatever it is you needed to continue on and go back to that path. So I sit awake, wishing I was high off my ass, because then maybe I wouldn't have to ruminate so much about things that I frankly am sick of thinking about. I did this interview the other day thinking that it would help something. I think it just made myself look and seem pathetic. Or forked up, which, of course you'll figure out that I am, but in a way that didn't benefit anyone. I mean, I don't care if I'm mocked or ridiculed or made a fool of. I don't care if any and everything private about me is aired in the worst way if I knew that it brought some good, some change, some acknowledgement. I'd settle for a new narrative of dialogue and not the same old tape playing over and over again. Given the chance and opportunity to share what I've become and to enlighten others on how to combat what they've become. How to become self-aware enough to fix you, and how to find the love and care for yourself to want to. How to find the fight and encouragement to go on even when everyone around you knows deep in their heart that you will never accomplish it, yet believe in yourself enough to do it anyways. And never again apologize for any of that. Who you were, who you are, who you choose to be, and why. Never apologize for allowing the people that put you in a box and defined you and will never allow you out to render an opinion that affects you in any way. Because let's face it, why jump through a hoop when a hoop is not provided? It makes no sense. Anyways, I managed to set up a medical ride at the last minute. I missed the last one. I think I was halfway shitting myself and halfway hoping that the person I met would kind of take care of my habit for me so I didn't have to worry about it. I don't really know what it was, but I missed it. I'm only going to this one because my friend is so far gone that he's disgusting and terrifying me, because I feel like that might be a glimpse of my future, which I have never been that way, but thankfully I've never had to. The amount of respect he has for anyone around him is so minuscule that it's just ridiculous. I've never understood why people choose to be evil and manipulative and two-faced and just shit, but expect you to still treat them as if they're not. If you can't even manage to fake for 5 seconds to someone's face that you're decent enough to deserve what it is you're asking of them, then don't be... Don't ask. I mean, if you're gonna spit in someone's face when you're in the desert and ask them for their bottle of water, you should expect that they open it and pour it on the ground in front of you as they laugh hysterically. But things don't work that way. Entitlement is a son of a bitch, and I, for one, do not want to indulge. Anyways, there's a 2 a.m. thought. That means nothing. Let's hope I can make tomorrow mean something.